So, when exactly did the Undead begin?
Oh shit, man. Formed the band in like November of 1980. Our first gig was the end of January of 81. It was quick.
So, you used to have this really like massive mohawk.
Yeah.
What happened? You toned it down?
Yeah, I just like realized, man, I was like spending like 4 hours spiking it and like 2 hours washing it out every night, and I kind of like, was always feeling shitty and having to cancel gigs, and I kind of like realized, which is because I wasn't getting enough sleep, so I cut it out to like stop inhaling a whole can of hairspray every day and to give myself a bit more sleep.
So, I guess in general, has being a former, misfit been a blessing or a curse for your music career?
It's been a double-edged sword. I mean, in some ways it's been a blessing with with some people, and at the same time, because of all the slander, the blacklisting with the industry, because they pretty much convinced most people that have power in the industry that I'm a fuck up and a junkie and not worth dealing with and stuff. It kind of it hurt me. I mean, I probably would have gotten further without the Misfits, I think, at this point, because they've just gotten in the way of everything I've tried to do.
So I understand that you have a whole lot of live recordings of the Undead, stashed away. Do you have any plans for a box set or anything?
Yeah,
like
that's something I started working on a couple of years ago, but then things started getting busy, so I haven't really had a chance to get back into it. But there's like, I've got like almost every show we've ever done on tape. I've got like a lot of songs we never even recorded, like this, I was starting to go through that stuff, and I started finding songs that like I'd totally forgotten about, and I was like, shit, man, there's some really good stuff in here. So eventually I'm going to get that stuff together and get it out there in a limited edition box.
So you did some acting in the early 80s, right?
Yeah, like in the mid 80s, just like, it wasn't really acting, I was just like doing extra work, I didn't have to like say anything, I just had to like kind of like hang out in the background and look cool. There was a Martin Scorsese film called After Hours. It was a comedy. Then there was Outrageous Fortune with Bette Midler and I think Goldie Hawn, I think was in it. And then it was let's see, in like around like 94, I think it was, I did a soft porn thing called New York Nights with Marilyn Chambers.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Never saw it.
Oh yeah, it was one of those deals, man. I was like, me and my girlfriend just figured, hey, what the hell, it's a couple $100 for each of us, and like, who's ever gonna see it and shit. And like, it wound up like going on cable TV, and turned out one of the stars in it was like a New York City fireman, so we made the front page of all the newspapers, and it was like a big scandal on the news. So the thing's like still runs like on cable, like regularly, and people like always like write to me. I was watching this porn film, man. I saw credits for a Bobby Steele, man. Was that you? And I was like, yeah, it was me. We get like a lot of people that come, curious as Misfits fans, and they usually walk out as Undead fans, I get like more and more people coming and telling me that like our stuff is actually better than the Misfits, so that's like a real compliment to me, because to me the Misfits was like one of the best bands of all time, so to have people like actually coming and saying we're better is like really great.
So you guys have been touring a lot in a couple different, several different countries also. Do you have a favorite place that you played, or?
Oh, let's see. Well, we really had a great response in Dusseldorf, Germany on this last tour. That was like a real lot of fun. I'm trying to think of some of the other places we really like enjoyed. Ballymoney, Ireland was like great. I mean, the scene there is incredible. It's like, I'm like real picky. I hardly ever like a band that I see, and like this show is like these like 3 opening bands, like young kids, and they were all fucking like incredible. I was like completely blown away, and been like trying to encourage those bands to like get in the studio and record some stuff and get it out, because it was just like some of the best punk rock I've seen in like about 15-20 years. It was that good. It's like, these are just kids that like, really don't even know what they're doing, but they just like, they got the right attitude, they got the right spirit, and they're like got great songs. I was like completely like flipped out. I mean, it was like the first band went on, I was like, wow, this is fucking great. Then the second band went on, I was like, I don't believe 2 fucking bands in a row, man, that I actually like. And then the third band went on, I was like, this is fucking insane, man. So I just been telling everybody, man, like probably the best punk scene in the world is in Ballymoney, because it's like real punk rock. It's like, I hadn't seen kids pogoing at a show in like about 20 years, and at this show, like everybody was like pogoing it, and they having like moshing or any of that kind of shit. It was like just like pure punk rock fun. It was great.
So you've been doing this for 20 plus years. I guess what
Yeah.
keeps you going? I mean, what do
Crazy,
you like
man.
about being?
I don't know. I'm just nuts, man. I don't know. I got nothing else to do with my time.